Haven't been using the RV much during this pandemic, but it's time to hit the road again. But first, I need to do a few things to get the RV ready. I just had that emission recall work done and performed, so that's ready to go. I also have a new mattress on order for my corner bed. When that gets in, I'll give you a little video on that. Today, I need to do an oil change and also replace the air filter and check all the fluids. I know some people feel it's safer just to have the dealer do all this stuff, but yeah, I find it to be pretty expensive and sometimes very inconvenient to go to the dealer. Especially when they're so busy right now, they're going to have your RV for quite a while. Dealers make a lot of money doing service. Yeah, my dealer charges $205 an hour just for labor, plus all the other materials and stuff. So anyway, but they cannot deny your warranty claims if you don't use them. According to the Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act, you cannot void your warranty unless they can prove that you caused the damage in the first place. I've been doing my own oil changes since I was 16 years old. Yeah, it's not very hard. It can be a little bit messy, but if you're worried about it, just wear some gloves and you'll be fine. My service reminder came on about a month before it was due, so I had time to get my supplies. The last time I changed my oil, I got the oil from Napa. They had it on sale for $6 a quart, but this year it wasn't on sale, so I got my oil from Amazon. I can use either the 0.30 weight or the 5.30 weight. Either one is fine as long as it's ESP. That meets all the Mercedes-Benz specs. So I got the oil, the filters, and everything I needed right from Amazon. Unfortunately, when I got the oil was upside down and one of the caps on the core was loose, so it started leaking in the box. I contacted Amazon, sent them a return. They shipped me out another case right away, and that one was fine, so I'm ready to go. Did my first oil change at 17,000 miles. Then the Schedule B was at 37,000, and now that I got 52,000 miles on the RV, it's time for another Schedule A. I did check the oil, and it's only halfway down a dipstick after 15,000 miles. I've actually never had to add oil between oil changes, so yeah, it doesn't seem to be burning at all. But even so, I think I will send the oil out to Blackstone and have it analyzed because what the heck, I'm an engineer and I like to see the data. I'll give you a little recap of their findings and what it says at the end of the video. In the meantime, I'm heading off to Costco, get some fuel, get the engine warmed up, or change the oil. I'll be home in a minute and do the change. Tools I need: an empty container, oil filter wrench and ratchet. I have a Komodo valve on mine just to make it a little easier, and I just put a little cap on it, turn it off, hook up the hose, and we're good to go. Hose is attached, the valve, let the oil flow out. It's actually a little easier if you pop off the air cleaner first. Don't be afraid to use a little force, they're in there pretty good. Put this off here. Just aside, so that we can get a little bit better access to the oil filter. Make sure you have a rag ready because it's going to drip like heck. We got the oil cap. This is the big O-ring right here, the filter, and the small O-ring needs to be changed. New filter and O-rings. Come on, woo! Now to get the O-rings off, there's usually a little knife to flip them off. And the big one is next. We'll filter on, doesn't matter which way it goes. And the new O-rings. The big one goes up here, the other one goes right on here. Ready to put it back in now. All done. $13 quarts, fills right up to the top. Before I put the air box back, I'm going to change the air filter. All you need is a T25 bit to loosen screws. It helps if you take this clip off first. Yeah, just pry it off and then just slide it back in when you're all done. recommend to change these at 60,000 miles. I got 52,000 on. I'm going to change it now. Now, I'm going to put the airbox back on. Last step is putting the hose piece back on. Just slide that in there and then just push it down and snap it. Very good. And the last thing to check on your maintenance is your fluid levels. Washer fluid is good, it's up to there. Brake fluid is right here, so that's still good. Water is up to the max line, so we're good there. Def I'll check later when we're on the road. I don't need to use that yet. And the last fluid is the power steering. Where the heck is that power steering? Oh, here's the power steering over here. A little hard to get off here. Yeah, power steering is up near the cold spot, so yeah, that's fine too. Okay, oil change done. Good news, just got the oil report back. Looks pretty good. Let me read you the summary. Yeah, their comments are nice improvements. Metals are reading lower in the Sprinter second report. And there's only a couple that are a little bit high, but they're coming down. And the conclusion is, feel free to go back to 20,000 miles. I'm continuing to follow the Mercedes recommendations of 20,000 miles in 2 years, and yeah, the engines is fine. Since part of my engineering job at General Dynamics was specifying and testing lubrications for our motors and gearboxes and such, yeah, I went through the details and they all look fine. And I suspect the engine mechanically is good for hundreds of thousands of miles. But I'm not so sure about the emission controls. They always seem to have a problem. But anyway, that's another story. Next up is my search for a new mattress. I should have that report pretty quick. So anyway, for now, this is Grandpa Ron, and I'll see you on the road.
Grandpa.